Hey guys, Noel here, and it is Saturday night, and since we've got a little bit more free time on our hands than we normally have, thought it would be fun for us to do a second live stream for our beloved YouTube channel. That is right, the second live stream in 2 days, 2 in a row. Some good stuff. So we have Johnny Carson on right now, and Doc Severinsen. He's, looking sharp as always. Leo, how the heck are you doing, man? All right, yeah, we are back to streaming again. So we'll see how long this takes us. I actually have not watched last night's stream over again. I could tell toward the end that I was getting a bit drowsy. Diego, how the heck are you doing, man? I was just saying I couldn't quite tell. Yes, back to back. This is true. 2 in a row. That combo right there. So, good stuff. So Nick and Mr. Sinister and Diego, we got the Tonight Show going on here. Leo, we got the Tonight Show going on here. Very good stuff. And we've got some Samurai Showdown going on ye old 4K TV over here. Brought to us by the magic of the Nintendo Switch. I have actually not played the Samurai Showdown collection for the Switch, so we will have some fun playing some of that tonight. Definitely, we're not necessarily limited to playing this. I'm sure we're going to play some other things. I've actually been on a bit of a Famicom kick as of late. Sadly, the monitor that we normally have over here was having some issues, and I don't know if any of you guys can troubleshoot for me. The menu kept popping up on the monitor, like nonstop repeatedly. And this was an issue that this monitor had kind of in the past. And then it went away, and I didn't really think anything of it. But, we've kind of got that monitor is kind of out of commission right now. So it's sitting right there. Hopefully, I don't know, we can figure out how to fix it. Well, that'll be just fine. If not, we'll have to, send it to the basement and then kind of put it on a bit of a hiatus. So we are short a monitor, but now we've got the minis going through S-Video to high-resolution S-Video on the Sony Trinitron right here. We got other options too, right? Yeah, you got that right. Who needs Netflix when you have Noel ComiX to help get you through your Saturday night? Who needs Saturday Night Live for that note, right? All their big city tunnel vision political anxieties coming out as shrill vitriol. You're not going to get any of that here. All you're going to get is a guy in white glasses telling it like it is. Here's how it is. Samurai Showdown, quality game. Known in Japan as Samurai Spirit, can you be like Mr. Beast? Like the X-Man? Mr. Beast? Like Hank McCoy? I've got like an X-Men page on my wall right here. So actually, you know what? On the topic of X-Men, before we get down to playing some Samurai Showdown, I actually went to my favorite comic shop today, Heroes and Villains, located conveniently at 75 East Court Street in Cortland, New York, and got some good stuff. Picked up a cool manga by the name of Othello that looked pretty cool. I was thumbing through it, thought it looked nice. Police Academy, the comic book, fantastic. I'm not really much of a fan of how comic books look nowadays. I think they could look kind of like lacking personality, but Marvel has, I guess, decided to try to get people to buy their comic books by start reprinting the good stuff, the old stuff. Make what was once old new again. So I actually got a couple of dollar comics right here that do Valkyrie and Black Panther. I mean, obviously they're choosing those characters because it goes with more of their identity politics slant. And I'm not even saying that slant is necessarily a bad thing. I like minority superhero characters and female superheroes. Sailor Moon, big fan. Psylocke, also big fan. I don't know Mr. Beast, the YouTuber. I'll have to check him out. But I mean, I'm just me, man. Everyone cashing in on nostalgia, and yes, you're buying into it. You got that right, man. See, you know what the thing is, man? Yes, I am live and off-brand human YouTube. Welcome. Uh, dude, see, for me, it's not nostalgia. It's just never changed, man. It's still 1987 here. This monitor will attest to that. So, actually, we have this, nice Apple sticker here. Take that, everyone who has your iPhone without an aux. You know what this Apple monitor has in the back? An aux. You know when this monitor came out? 1982. All right. He gives people lots of money. Well, I'm not going to give you money, but what I am going to give you is hours of enjoyment. That's what I'm going to give you, Leo. Yes. Yes, says an off-brand human YouTuber. Yeah, Sailor Moon all the way, absolutely. I don't like being forced. It's unfair. No, yeah. No, yeah. And this thing, 1982, this thing's as old as me, and it runs like a freaking charm, man. No joke. This is a thing of beauty. We'll fire up this thing tonight. And in fact, I've got my Famicom and my top-loading NES on it. We actually just got Super Mario Brothers 3 on Famicom in the mail today. We have Akira. This is a custom-made cartridge of an English translation of the Akira RPG from Japan, the text-based RPG. It's good stuff. So yes, good things. We have the mini consoles over here, and we can either play them. Actually, this TV is from like 1998. And it does not work as well as this one from 1982. And also, you know what else is a freaking beast for a monitor over there? That's the Commodore 64 1084S. That is also some fantastic monitor stuff right there. I mean, I've got some good PVMs too. With of course the JVC and the that Panasonic PVM is a little. It's not quite as good as the JVC one, but then again, what is? And of course, we've got this nice Trinitron CRT right here that plays, nice high quality composite video, HDMI to composite video, 480i. That was a whole quest just to get that whole thing so that this TV could play a Roku at its maximum capacity right here. This is the final form of this TV's video output. So, yeah, it's good stuff. I do have a Nintendo Switch, Leo, and we're going to play it right now. I just tend to get sidetracked, with talking about cool things. Oh, I know what I was going to talk to you about as I'm getting sidetracked. Beast! Yeah, here's Mr. Beast. You can never have too many copies of X-Men #1 by Jim Lee. This is visually, I think, the finest American comic book ever made. We got some other cool stuff like Storm versus Cyclops, X-Men right here, good stuff, and X-Force numero uno. Yeah, I don't have Mario Kart 8, sadly. I'm not very good at Mario Kart. I go into heroes and villains, and usually what I do is I make a beeline for the manga and the 80s, 90s comics, and that's what I do. That's my style, as you know. Judging by the Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter picture in the back, and Hulk Hogan blender, which is also behind me, so you can see right there. Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da. It's the Thunder Mixer, brother. I'm going to a friend's house to watch Survivor Series tomorrow after church. Literally look forward to nothing on the card. I don't even know who's on Survivor Series, actually. I'll have to think about if I'm going to check out Survivor Series or not. We'll see, man. I don't know. I'm just kind of. I'd like WWE to get better, but I don't watch it too much, and I'm not trying to be like a snob about it. I know Leo's a big WWE fan, and more power to you, man. But it's just, I don't know, man. I think all the wrestlers that I find even a little bit engaging are all in AEW. So I watch AEW religiously. I do watch TNA Impact reruns on Pluto TV. And then I just watch the glory days of the 80s and 90s on YouTube from WCW, NWO, WWF, etc. New Mario Party is okay. Play it with family, but N64 Mario Parties were great. I'm going to get my son Mario Party 9 on the Wii because he really likes that game, watches it on YouTube all the time. I watch WWE, but that card does nothing for me. Yeah, because you know what the problem with WWE is? I'll tell you exactly what the problem is. There's no one, in my opinion, that resonates with anyone. Right? You know why Vince McMahon always used to have job wrestlers? And I'm not talking about jobbers. I'm talking about TL Hopper, Duke the Dumpster. Guys because he needs people to resonate with those characters, okay? And an easy way to do that is it's oh, that's my job. Like Matt Stryker. I mean, as an academic, I really liked him, So they don't do that anymore. Now all of it is it's like Dave Meltzer's fantasy has now become a reality, and now wrestling isn't as fun to watch anymore because Dave Meltzer is an idiot. And so he got his way. He got wrestling to be exactly like he likes it, and now so. Okay. Team Raw, Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, AJ Styles. AJ's cool. AJ's really cool. I like AJ Styles. But AJ's a TNA guy. AJ's a TNA New Japan guy, and all those other guys I don't know, man. Who else is good? Alexa Bliss. Some of the girls are good, and the girls are good because they're good looking and they're charismatic. So if you're a guy watching wrestling and you see a good looking girl who can talk and kind of semi-fight or fight, Matt Stryker was hilarious, and he was actually really great on commentary for Lucha Underground as well. Lucha Underground was really good. I don't know if Lucha Underground is still on anymore. I watched the whole first season of Lucha Underground. I really liked it. I think I saw some of the second season as well. And then for whatever reason, I just kind of started losing track of it. But I really did like how Lucha Underground did the whole, they didn't pretend that it was real. They actually had it as a TV show. Fiend and Alexa are great characters without proper programs. Yeah, that's what it seems like. It's really what it seems like. And I think that they take the Fiend too seriously, too. And I'm not trying to say, make him a cartoon character, although he is a cartoon character. But I'm not saying to, make him a joke character. But I'm also saying, when he comes out, if a broadcaster has to tell you how to feel about something, it's not working, okay? So, I've seen clips of The Fiend and Alexa Bliss, and they seem like they have good chemistry, but they're always oh my god, this is serious. What did I just see? And it's that's not what it should be about, man. When the NWO would come out, and NWO right now, right? Yeah, for life right there. When the NWO would come out and just, beat the shit out of people, there was legit, spontaneity, and excitement, and people played their parts right, and they didn't have to tell the viewer how to feel. They just evoked how the viewer should feel and let the viewer watch it, right? I think WWE is it's way too canned, and I don't think the writing is particularly interesting. That said, if you like it, cool. I will watch it whenever I can catch it, but it's not appointment viewing for me like it used to be. But AEW is appointment viewing for me. But I do wish hell they would get the belt off of the artist formerly known as Dean Ambrose, because he's good, man. But Jon Moxley's good, but he's not. Yes, WCW's commentary was legend. Raw was stacked talent-wise, but WWE are masters of a magic trick where they manage to make everyone feel like they don't matter. Yeah, that's true. WCW had better commentary. I agree. Shivani is better than Jim Ross, and that is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I think Tony Schiavone's better than Jim Ross. I think Jim Ross overacts, And I get that that's part of his appeal. And one of my favorite all-time calls in professional wrestling is Hollywood Hogan versus The Rock at WrestleMania 18. And when Hogan drops the leg on The Rock, JR is just screaming how, like, he beat Andre the Giant with that move. And, like, the crowd is, like, going nuts. Like, that is the best call I think I've ever heard in wrestling. That said, but this is what I'm going to say. Tony Schiavone's body of work, I think, is better than Jim Ross's body of work. And actually, even though I say that's the best call in wrestling, when Hogan turned heel at Bash at the Beach and Tony Schiavone was all upset at the end of that, that might also be the best call in wrestling. Hulk Hogan, you can go to hell. We're out of here. Straight to hell. Damn it. Like, this is one of the best things I've ever seen. Promo. Best promo in wrestling was Hogan turning heel at Bash at the Beach. That whole thing, I still watch the formation of the NWO. Mike Tenay and Don West I really liked Don West. I liked Drew McIntyre, Leo. I think I liked Drew McIntyre. I liked Drew McIntyre actually when he was in TNA. When he was it Drew Gallows or Drew McInerney? Like Donald Trump's cute Barbie press secretary's called. Drew McInerney. Was it Drew Gallows or Drew Galloway or something like that? Yesterday I watched Henning Perfectplex the Giant. Yes, Drew Galloway. Drew Gulax. Yeah, dude, Henning Perfectplexing the Giant. Kurt Hennig was such a freaking beast, man. I was really annoyed that they didn't put Hennig in NWO Elite when they did that storyline. Like, I actually really liked when they had the Wolfpack and Hollywood join, and I've said this before, but like, you know, I obviously, you know, big NWO. This NWO shirt actually glows in the dark. If you can, like, if you turn the lights off, it'll actually glow in the dark. But it made sense because Hogan and Nash, neither one of them could beat each other. So it was like Hogan gave Nash the leadership role and Hogan got the belt. I thought that was a good compromise. Joey Ryan is really good also. I like Joey Ryan. I actually have somewhere around here an autographed copy of it's signed by Rob Van Dam. It's an ECW VHS tape. And Rob Van Dam is cool as hell, man. I love Rob Van Dam. I got to meet him in Binghamton, and I drew a really cool sign. He signed it. He put like 5 stars on the sign. He's like, this is a 5-star drawing, man, you know. So, yeah, Joey Ryan's very cool. I like Joey Ryan. And my favorite ECW guy is Rob Van Dam. And I also really like Sabu and Francine. I thought the ECW was kind of too exploitative. Kind of used too much shock value to kind of evoke a reaction. But the way that Heyman was able to kind of position ECW, it made it so that he could do a lot with a little, because he understood that whole Alanis Morissette vibe of like, I was wronged and I'm the ironic, you know, result of the system, you know. And so like Paul Heyman was kind of able to work that alternative grunge style. And people always say that Heyman's really good at accentuating people's positives and hiding their negatives. The problem is that he hid their negatives by, you know, I think doing, and I'm not opposed to like violent wrestling matches, but I just think like he coasted too much on the violence. Maybe I like Bully Ray a lot. Bully Ray, the Aces and Eights TNA storyline is my favorite TNA storyline. I love that storyline. And Bully Ray is, I think, legit one of the best heels of the last 20 years in wrestling. Maybe it's age, but the time passed by so much slower during Monday Night Wars. The beginning of the year felt unrecognizable from... Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I agree. It was a golden age, man. It was... And, I mean, I was WCW all the way. Like, I know that, you know, WWF ultimately kind of... We all know the story that they overtook WCW, but I liked WCW's product better. ECW benefited from having a 1-hour show and feeding off the audience interaction. That is a really, 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 really good point, man. You know what was another really good ECW promo was Brian Pillman when he showed up in ECW. like right out of WCW. Like he left the Four Horsemen and like showed up in ECW, and then like the franchise ran out. Who would win a match? Mankind versus Cactus Jack? Dude Love would beat them all because Dude Love is Dude Love is freaking hilarious, and he has all the powers of the other Nick Foleys. Benoit's a sad story, man. I mean, I was never that huge of a Benoit guy. I like Taz. I like Taz in Aces and Eights, and I like Taz in AEW right now, too. Taz is a really good manager right now in AEW, and I like that he brought back his, like, F the World belt. So I thought that's kind of cool. Cactus Jack was booked stronger. Yeah, he was, but Dude Love, when I saw Dude Love, I died. I'm still laughing at Dude Love. People piss all over Vince Russo, but Vince Russo's utilization of the Dude Love character that's some quality stuff, man. Benoit, man, I always just I think Serena Deeb, I don't even know who that is. Send me a picture. No one would win though. Yes, they'd all just pass out in the parking lot. That's what would happen. Yeah, dudes, I don't even know who Serena Deeb is. But yeah, send me a picture. You know who I really like? You know who's like a really I mean, I'm a happily married man, right? But you know who's like a really hot girl wrestler is Chris Statlander. She's like this kind of voluptuous alien wrestler. Check her out. She's good stuff. And I like Riho too. She's kind of like the opposite end of the figure spectrum. NWA champion on AEW. Oh, dude, no, I haven't seen AEW, even though I've been saying how much I watch AEW. My son, I've been rocking him to sleep every night, and it takes sometimes 2 hours to get him to sleep. So I'll start rocking him to sleep at 8, and then, it'll be 10:30 sometimes by the time he's actually asleep. So, I've been catching, maybe the last 10 minutes of AEW, the last 3 weeks. It kind of sucks. I mean, I love spending the time with my son, though, but... International channel, how the hell are you, man? I miss Eddie, too. Out of Eddie and... between, Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, I think, was by far the superior of the two, because Eddie could cut good promos, and I don't think Benoit was that great on the mic. I think Benoit was just, Benoit was a very strong utility... upper mid-card guy that was believable as a heavyweight champion, but not, I think, didn't have the chops necessarily to carry the belt for a long time. I always thought Benoit's finish move was really stupid. I remember watching that. It was no, I mean, it is true, because, from boxing, I know that the front of your head is a good way to kind of, you can, F up. People can, break their hands on your head. So, I get it that, there's, really, this is a strong part of your head, but when you're flinging yourself off the top rope day in, day out, smashing the top of your skull into other people's skulls, that is not a good, that's not helpful, man. Jericho versus Eddie, I like Jericho better than Eddie, personally. I mean, I honestly, out of that whole crew, the big, hey, Chris McGee! you know MJF is freaking awesome too, man. Yeah, Benoit, I could visually see him twitching and did not think it was selling. Yeah, no, he was not. I remember watching him wrestle at 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, when he was in WCW. And I was watching, flipping back and forth between Nitro and Raw. And I just remember, talking to my friend. Because my friend and I, we were always, really big NWO guys, obviously. So we kind of bought into that whole vanilla midget thing. And, not that, I mean, Jericho was one of my all-time favorite wrestlers, no matter what. We got a Japanese conversation going on here, which is super cool. Thank you for using the English characters, guys. I just remember watching Benoit, and I'm what a dumbass, man. What are you doing? He's just smashing his head into the other guy's head at a very high, from a very high angle. I love Raven. What about Raven? What about Johnny Polo? Did you get money? You know what, Leo? I don't get money for doing YouTube. I do this for love of the game, man. Maybe I should look into getting monetized, but I don't know. I'm afraid if I get monetized, they're going to be more up my butt about taking videos down or I have copyrighted stuff on my channel, but it's like I'm not trying to make money off of it, like I don't want my, episode of Ninja Cadets from like 2000 broadcast on the international channel for life, by the way, and NWO. I don't know, maybe I should look into getting monetized. I mean, I'm steadily climbing my way to 1,000 subs, so if we can get to 1,000, we can definitely stream a little easier, because it does take a little trial and error sometimes to get Prism to work, but I really do like this app. We've had this conversation a million times. But, I don't know. It would be nice to get into 4-digit subs, see how that goes. I do YouTube just for to share what I like, and plus as an only child, I grew up watching a lot of TV. So it's fun to be on TV. It's fun to be on the screen myself. Random question. Do you have a card hooked up to your Facebook? No. I don't even know what that means. A credit card? Like a Hue card for the Turbo Graphics? Can you do Among Us? I still have to download Among Us. If I get Among Us, I'd have to try to... I don't know. I'd have to probably get it on my phone and stream it from my phone or something. You're going to hate YouTube. You're going to hate YouTube copyrights. You gotta hate YouTube copyrights. Yeah, it's some bullshit, man. If you have 1,000 subs, you have to buy us 1,000 sandwiches. I'll give me your mailing address and I'll see what I can do. So, we've been talking about wrestling's glory days for about half an hour. So we probably should do some gaming, but I'm still down for talking about wrestling too. Chris Statlander, though, she's alright. As is Francine. Yeah, Francine's some good stuff, too. Francine does really nice shoot interviews, too. Like, she's, seems really down to earth. Good. She seems like a nice person. But then again, like, anyone who does those shoot interviews, they're always going to seem like a nice person. It's like a politician. With the exception of Donald Trump, politicians aren't going to go up there and say, screw you. It doesn't happen. Like, they always who I met? Elliot Spitzer. Dude, I have a picture of Elliot Spitzer around here. I'll look for it. It's in that closet over there. That guy in person, very, very pleasant. You never would have known he was a criminal hypocrite. So, as all politicians are, by the way. Or at least, 99% of them, it looks like. Think Cash App or PayPal, but without the fees. I don't know, man. I don't. I have my credit card sunk up to Etsy and eBay, and that's how I get a lot of my old games. I have been on Francine's lives and talked about them here before. Yeah, I do remember you talked about Francine. Biden sucks, in my opinion. Well, man, I'm not a big Biden fan myself. Hey, Mason, I'm not a big Trump fan either. I voted for Trump. I think that Biden represents a more traditional style of corruption, whereas Trump is more of a... Let me put it this way. I think Biden's level of corruption is maybe deeper and more insidious and systematic because it's tied into things like the mass media, the intelligence community, decades old political careers in Washington, D.C., and all the kind of the corruption that goes with that. Whereas Donald Trump, he's corrupt, but his style of corruption is, I think, more like, I want to make money for me and my friends and bully people who don't like me. And that's what I'm going to do. So if Trump knows he can't win, I'm getting irritated by the way he keeps talking. I went at Bernie Sanders, and so am I. Sinister, I agree, man. I think, I'm going to set my camera up here, because I do kind of want to talk about this for a second, because this actually has been on my mind. Here's the deal. All right, I think that what Trump should do in this situation... Can you do tomorrow Among Us? No, because I have to teach a kid tomorrow. Actually, I have to teach a kid on Monday. His name's Leo. And, so I'm not going to stream tomorrow. It's your fault, Leo. It's your fault I have to do schoolwork on Sunday nights. All right, so I will look into Among Us. Leo, I'm more of an old school gamer, but I'm definitely not opposed to streaming newer games. And Among Us seems like kind of a fun game. But again, like I'm much more of a solo guy too, so I'm not really used to streaming online games. I'm mostly like this is kind of like the Noel show, and here's what I'm doing and talking to my friends. But Leo, I promise I will look into Among Us. And Mason, hello once again. So you know, okay. I do always blame people like Mason and you. All right, and yeah. Sinister. Let me talk about this Biden thing real quick, okay? I agree that I don't think Trump is playing his cards right. And if I was Trump, this is what I would say, okay? And he doesn't have the personality to say what I'm going to say, so I doubt that he's going to say it. Instead of saying, like, I won the election, which who knows? Yeah, and Sadie too, right? I think, this is how I think the election was rigged, okay? And watch me just say that and have this video get in trouble. Every part of the establishment from, my NWO shirt is, it's a color reverse and it's got, glow-in-the-dark stuff around it. Every part of the establishment was against Trump. The political elite, the mass media, the entertainment industry, sports, the kind of more elitist, cosmopolitan cultures in the European community threw shade his way. So both things organically and systemically in terms of like the culture of politics were against Trump. That goes beyond the election, okay? And if you're talking about like mass media and like the kind of psychology that was given to the people in the United States day in, day out, even before Trump was sworn in, it had been nonstop negative Trump. Trump's a Russian spy. He's a neo-Confederate. He's, worse than Satan. I have friends that literally on Facebook post things from the Church of Satan. The Church of Satan. And they hold that in higher regard than Donald Trump. That should tell you to the degree that people's psychology was warped against Donald Trump, okay? Were things rigged against Donald Trump in terms of corporations, the intelligence community, Wall Street, the mass media? Yeah. They did everything possible to make people hate Trump and not give Trump a fair chance from not even day one, okay? That's how this was rigged against him, and that's what he needs to be saying, is the fact that he got half of the country to vote for him in those conditions. I also feel like people who do kind of support Trump do it more quietly. Yeah, there is something true about that. Why do we need someone to control us anyway? Because there'd be chaos if we didn't have someone to, maintain order. It's like a teacher, right? Like, you got to have someone in the classroom to give you guys the structure, but the person in the classroom giving the structure has to be good, right? And my friend is like that, Noel. He's a real jerk. I am. I'm a stone cold bastard. Vikings are going to lose tomorrow against the Cowboys. Go to hell, Leo. No, I'm just joking. Don't say that. I don't want to get in trouble for saying that. Don't tell anyone I said that. I love you, Leo. As a student and as a fellow wrestling fan. So don't actually go to hell. But those are my two favorite teams, actually, the Cowboys and the Vikings. I like them both very much. But I think that the Vikings will win, and I will root for them. We need to come together and agree about a new law and just control ourselves. Well, that's the benevolent anarchist way of looking at things. And if people can be good enough to make that work, I'm not opposed to it. Authority and freedom are supposed to balance against each other. Yeah, I agree. Balance. That's what checks and balances are like, man. I agree with you, man, 1,000%. Well, here's the other thing that Donald Trump should talk about. Okay. So you should talk about how just legitimately the story of the last 4 years was how every component of the establishment was against him and unfair to him. And he still was able to do things like have a good economy, reach out to minorities, even though everyone said he was a racist. Make the poor white working class feel enfranchised, try to curb globalization. We've got a vaccine coming out in the midst of Corona, and I know he's been very much into trying to speed that process along. So he's got a, low black unemployment. You know what I mean? Like, he's got a record that he can stand on, even though he's got a really aggressive potential, depending on who you are, a very unpleasant personality and lack of communication skills, okay? But as far as the election itself goes, I think Trump, unless he has, like, an actual case that, because we know that there was election corruption, but the thing is that all that stuff I just talked about, I think was enough to put Biden over the top, because I think people in big cities are more monolithically thinking than people in, like, the more rural areas like me, where it's kind of like 60-40 Trump, whereas it seems to me like big cities, it's more like 95% they hate Trump kind of thing, so I think there are, like, irregularities. It seems like, Republican vote observers weren't allowed in to go observe things. Weird vote dumps of people that were unregistered. But I mean, these things look like they happen on the margins to kind of boost Biden up. So I mean, I think what Trump should do is just say what I said. And then just plan for the next 4 years. Because, like, if he's not winning, like, he's got to say this: look, let my people in when you guys are recounting, so we can make sure everything's good. Then look at the recount and say, okay, either we won or lost. And if you lose, see you in 4 years, or it's been fun, guys. Have a good one, and just kind of build up your legacy post presidency. So, are you gonna play games tonight? Yes, I am. I've just been talking for about 40 minutes. We're gonna play some Samurai Showdown, and that's what we're gonna do. So, once I get talking about politics, I tend to keep going. So, blame Sinister for that. All right. So, Samurai Showdown. Packers versus Colts. Go Colts. Nick, if you're still on here, I'm sorry. Leo's a Packer fan like you, Nick. So, all right. So why don't we play some Samurai Showdown 5 Perfect. This, I believe, is an unreleased Samurai Showdown game here. So I'm going to pump up the volume. And I'm going to lower Johnny Carson here, and we'll get down to it. I am a Galford man myself. Leo brought up Biden, not me. No. Yeah, but you're the one that said that Trump's annoying you, and what you're saying I understand, and that's what kind of got me on that little rant there. But I'm just screwing with you, man. So, all right. All right. So how do we start this game here? Okay. All right. We're going to be Galford because he's my dude here. Okay, Poppy. Giants rock. Well, slow and steady wins the race, right? I like how on this collection they use the red arcade cabinet for the garnish here. So, one thing I like about Samurai Showdown is it really, don't get me wrong, I love the Street Fighter style game. But this has really got kind of a more of a fencing aspect to it, where it's more about the hits that you land, like fierce attacks. I love borders like Trump. Man, look at the quality of construction on that wall right there. You know. I enjoyed the Cinco de Mayo meme that different like Mexican restaurants would put up, like Trump eating a taco. Like, these tacos are so good, Trump wants to build a wall around them. You know? Noel, did you see the Samurai Showdown animated movie yet? I would love to watch that. I know that that exists, and I have not actually watched it. It had a nice ending theme song. It's hard to find. Dude, yeah, I gotta check that out. You know what's awesome is Orange Road is now on Retro Crush. I have to sit down and watch that. This game looks immensely superior to SVC Chaos in terms of backgrounds and sprites. Yeah, no, it's really good, man. Did this game ever? This game didn't come out though, right? This game was like supposed to come out, and then, I what like they decided to stop making stuff for Neo Geo, because this is Samurai Showdown 5 Perfect, and I know Samurai Showdown 5 Special was the last Neo Geo game. They're making a Tom and Jerry movie. That's cool. Gotta go. I'll be back in a bit. Cool, Mason. No worries. Once again, Mason, thanks for stopping by. Oh, man, I lost to the other Galford. Lame. It's still made on the same hardware. Yeah, I know. Hey, Poppy. Normally I don't play these games with the filters on, but I don't know. They just had the arcade filter on, and I haven't turned it off yet. Yeah, it looks good, though. Shobudai. Actually, last night on the stream was the first time I ever actually beat Double Dragon, the movie, the game. I actually really... I'd always like tried to beat it, and then something always came up before I could beat it. But yeah, it's a good game, man. Very smooth gameplay, and again, I love the PlayStation version's use of full motion video, so that was really fun. But Sinister, to your point though, if Trump doesn't change his tune, he's gonna lose the moral high ground, which is hilarious to say Trump and moral high ground in the same sentence. But he's going to lose the moral high ground in terms of these political debates, and he's going to alienate his working class voters who look to him as a source of honest rebellion, not self-aggrandizing bullshit. And the thing that's troubling about Trump at this point is that he's got a case, but like it might not be enough to have him win the presidency. And I think the best in terms of news commentary, this is going to be pretty crazy because this guy I thought was a bow-tied hack when he was on CNN. But Tucker Carlson, I think, has been phenomenal. Really this year pretty much. Definitely, I think he's absolutely got the best coverage of the election, and his work with Glenn Greenwald throughout the Trump administration has been phenomenal. I mean, and Glenn Greenwald is a super progressive person from Latin America. Hey Noah, how's it going, man? But the fact that Trump's head attorney turned down an hour-long platform on Tucker Carlson, that's not a good that's not a good look for Trump, because Carlson has been Trump's most intelligent and articulate, but also I think pretty fair-minded and critically minded person on the right, so to speak. And if you're turning him down, it makes it sound like you're the best that you guys have because he's credible and honest. You're not wanting to talk to him because you're afraid he's going to ask you hard questions. That's not a good look. I don't know why, but the Retro Crush app is making back to the Roku screen when it starts playing. Huh. You know, dude, I had a problem with Retro Crush where it was the picture was freezing on me. I do not have pets, man. International channel. I actually got a new Roku and it works. There might just be something with like your model of Roku. Because I got a new Roku and now Retro Crush works. But on my older Roku, Retro Crush. So I mean, I'm weird. Like I have my Roku going through a CRT TV just because I like CRT TVs. That Roku, when it's just going through an unfettered HDMI connection in the living room, I have it on my slightly older TV, and that older Roku and Retro Crush get along okay. But when I had the Roku on my going through component video, it wasn't working right. And then I got a new Roku, and now Retro Crush works fine. So there's something odd about that app. Hang on. I can't stand my Republican friends being anti-Fox and going deep state. They're entitled to their opinion, but they legit throw fits with Trump more than likely losing. Yeah, well, I mean, like, the deep state, I think, is a real thing, but, that doesn't mean that, the military-industrial complex is real, but that doesn't mean that just because, someone's saying something negative about Trump means that it's automatically the military-industrial complex doing it, you know? I've got a Roku in my TCL TVs. Cool. Circle of life. Yes. We need a good modern KOF collection. No, I agree, man. You know what I might want to buy on here? And I've got this on the PlayStation, but KOF 2003 is also on the Nintendo Switch. And I almost just want to buy that just to have another copy of it, but I don't... It'd be kind of a waste of money. I already have it on the PS2. And it's really good. I like KOF 2003 quite a bit. So, Sinister, you might appreciate this. SNK is making their own arcade cabinets now to kind of, I guess, compete with the Arcade 1-Ups. And I've actually been kind of in correspondence with some representative. And I don't know what, like, if it's an American representative or someone from their China branch or something. Because the English is a little broken. But I've been asking a lot about it, and they say it's like $450 for the bar top cabinet, and I'm like, well, when does it come out? And they're like, well, it's just pre-order now. We don't have a release date. So I mean, that's pretty steep, considering you can really get these games a lot of other places. I mean, if you're looking at it from the Arcade 1-Up perspective, you do really get a lot more. Like comparing yourself to Arcade 1-Up. You really do get a lot more with that Neo Geo cabinet than with the Arcade 1-Up cabinets. And those Arcade 1-Up cabinets are about $300 to $400. So, I mean, it's not an unreasonable price. It's just, it is a bit steep, for a bar top cabinet. And, like, if you want the riser, it goes to, like, $500, If I got that, I'd probably just get the bar top just for room, since I've already got the... I hope they do well, too. I've already got the Marvel Superheroes Arcade 1-Up. I'm actually super tempted to get the Marvel vs. Capcom Arcade 1-Up, but I've already got all those games already. Like, I didn't have the Punisher arcade game, so that was a big draw for me to get the Arcade 1-Up. Plus, the Sega Saturn and the Sega Saturn version of Marvel Superheroes is really good, but it's not arcade perfect. And I'm sure that, Children of the Atom... I mean, that was, like, my first game that I ever played of, a mind-blowing experience in an arcade. So I really wanted to have that in an arcade cabinet. So when I saw that cabinet, I really had to get it, thanks to my Donald Trump stimulus money. I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom is probably my favorite fighting game, but I don't really have the room in my game room for another full-blown arcade cabinet. I mean, I'd have to do some moving of stuff. If I'm just getting, like, a bar-top cabinet, that'd be a pretty easy thing to put in here. all I'd have to do is just kind of swap out a monitor and make a little bit of space on a shelf, you know, on one of my entertainment center shelves. But to get a whole other gigantic arcade cabinet, I mean, that's kind of a thing. Another good arcade cabinet, it would be the NBA Jam one. I had heard that they were trying to get Michael Jordan to be... there's like... I've heard there's like a few versions of NBA Jam with Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan like owns, I think, one or... wait a second. Michael Jordan, was it Ken Griffey Jr. owns one, Michael Jordan owns one, and then like there's a couple other people. There's like, I think there's like 5 of them in existence or something. Look it up. There's some good stories about it. I actually want to say Wang did a really good video about it. If you're not watching Wang on YouTube, he's Justin Wang. He's fantastic. Some of his videos get a little too kind of dark and gross because he'll talk about like kind of like the stuff kind of comedically from the strange recesses of the internet, and he's got kind of that like 90s kind of Rob Zombie acolyte style to him. But he's got great analysis of stuff that I'm into, and he's funny, funny, nice guy. So he's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers. He's actually been doing a series recently about a very violent anime called like Go for a Punch. It's like almost certainly doesn't even exist. It's one of these urban legend animes that got started on Reddit, but his videos on that are really entertaining. All right, time over. Sega Lord X said he won't be paying for the Outrun arcade one-up. I feel like he would not want me to step. He would not want me to step in. Top Hat Gaming Man just shouted out Wang, and Wang was in the comments. Kenny Lauderdale is another one of my favorite YouTubers. And he actually was in the comments of the Wang video I was just talking about, and I actually hopped in those comments as well. Not that I'm anywhere near their level of status or prestige. My favorite YouTuber by far is a guy named Guyjillionaire. I actually talked to him on Facebook Messenger, and he actually has talked to me about, it's very flattering, and it's a huge honor. He's actually talked to me about maybe doing some art for his channel. And he is unquestionably my favorite YouTuber. He is just a very chill, knowledgeable guy. He knows Charlie Murphy from The Chappelle Show. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. And he just does great stuff about obscure Japanese media, 80s video games. He just did a great hour-long video on Super Mario World for the Super Famicom, kind of the history of that. He does great videos on Japanese manga. And he's just a cool dude, a thinking man's gamer. Just a nice acquaintance that I've been able to make, and it's an honor that I get to chat with him so much. My favorite YouTuber is Guyjillionaire. So Guyjillionaire, if you're watching this, man, thanks for everything, and keep up the good work. But I love Wang. I love Justin Wang. He's freaking hilarious and awesome. Wang's video on review Braz Stalker was scary. I didn't like the one where Wang was like talking about some crazy dude who like wanted to like eat male genitalia like that. Like it was like really gross. I couldn't even get through the video. It was like too gross. But then he's got other awesome videos like tracking down Inez from Resident Evil, or his video on John Teeter is really good. He's got these really good things where he likes to go on Angel Fire and see what Angel Fire websites are still around. Like those are really good to watch. And his Saki Sonobashi or Go for a Punch videos are really good. All those like Reddit urban legend videos he does are really entertaining. And he's just a cool dude, man. He's responded to me a couple times. In the comment section of his videos, which is really fun. So, I mean, nothing really major, but, you know, I just talked to him about, like, his Resident Evil videos, and he'll, like, kind of give me some, you know, polite updates to things. So, yeah, he's super cool dude, at least from his personality. I really like what YouTube has done in terms of, you know, just having, like, this is, like, the positive aspect of the internet, you know? You have people who know about stuff that aren't toxic a-holes, and they're just, like, sharing what they like, and there's no pretension to it, man. It's like, this is what I like, this is what I know about it, and here's all the information I mined about it, and let's, like, joke about it. There's not any of this, like, exclusionary attitude, and so I think that's great. And you know, a guy who really was good at starting a lot of that was a Classic Game Room. I wish he was. I liked his channel a lot. When Santino was a newborn, after an exhausting day, I would fall asleep to Classic Game Room reviews, and he really kind of inspired me. You know, I mean, I don't watch Classic Game Room and say I'm gonna copy everything that guy does. But when I saw Classic Game Room, I thought to myself, it's like, yeah, this is the kind of videos that I want to be doing. It's hard to interact with YouTubers with lots of subscribers. I'm looking for a 1998 HBO documentary about anime. It was promoting Spawn, the animated series. Oh, that's interesting, man. I don't know that one. I watched Classic Game Room. Yeah, I'm shocked that you watched that. I actually have the Spawn HBO cartoon on DVD. You know, I was listening to an interview with Rob Liefeld not that long ago, and he was saying, he was kind of like getting to the kind of the crux of what's lacking in modern American comic books, and like he was telling these guys, he's like, guys, stop worrying about all this art school stuff, and like draw what excited you when you were 13 years old, you know? And I think that's true, man. It's like, I think a lot of American comic books now, they lack that bold, energetic, exciting atmosphere, sense to them, you know, presence in the artwork. Now it just seems like you get a lot of snobby people from art school that are, you know, I don't know. It's like, whoa, I've really competently drawn this figure. It's like, yeah, but like, it's not interesting to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rob Liefeld, that guy gets like attacked all the time for being like anatomically incorrect, but it doesn't matter because his characters are aesthetically pleasing, and he's in the ballpark. Like, that's the thing. He's in the ballpark of being anatomically correct, and his characters have such vibrance and flair and palpable passion and energy in them that it's like you can tell this guy thinks this is cool. And, like, that's what it... Like, when you can, like, look at something and say, like, wow, the artist really thinks that this is cool. Like, that, to me, like, that's something... That's, like, almost kind of like a... That is a huge tool for engaging me as a viewer or a connoisseur. I am not doing well against Charlotte over here. I wonder if Ric Flair played this game. He's like, you know what? I'm going to name my daughter after this character. Go, puppy. Go, puppy. I know I'm being cheap here, but I can't help it. I'm in trouble here. I'm closing the gap. Much like that mysterious dump of votes Biden got at 4 o'clock in the morning. Truxton for life. Yeah, man. I actually really want to get Tetsujin. I think that's the Japanese version of Truxton. Yeah, I just want to get that just because of Classic Game Room. Mr. Kyaku, please deliver this letter. Sure thing. Leave it to me. Thanks. I am relying on you, old friend. This match, use overkills or a fatal slash. I am not your savior. I fear not death. confess and repent. Okay, so Samurai Showdown 5 Special and so I guess Samurai Showdown 5 Perfect has no singular final boss. I guess it changes. I have the regular Samurai Showdown 5 on the OG Xbox. I really like that game. That's not good. Go, puppy. I need to stop getting cute here. All right. Amakasu. I saw Steve Key's channel, and he has a lot of music video Heaven and Revolution footage. I gotta check that out, man. I've got Young One by Catharsis on my channel. Yeah, that, I mean, Young One by Catharsis, that was a good song. Nova Sonic had a great cover of Video Killed the Radio Star. It was kind of like a Korean rap pop metal version of Video Killed the Radio Star. It was really good. Nova Sonic. Man, we're so close. Oh, man! Puppy was like right ready to go for the throat. Come on, come on, come on. We're doing well. One more should do it. There you go. Slash. Hey, puppy. Why resist death? Choose salvation. Peace. Ha! Only destruction. Brings me rebirth. Hey, you, hold on a second. Yeah, an invite to a worldwide tournament. Our hard work is paying off, puppy. This is so amazing. Woof. But what have we trained enough? Woof, woof, woof. There we go. Game over. All right. Cool. All right, let's take a look at the chat here. Okay. They displayed names of CD contest winners. Noel, do you have any footage of that? They actually put my name on there, man. Like, I was there. I used my Japanese pen name from like the early 2000s. They used to go by the name of Kyo Koizumi when I used to post not very good fan art on message boards, which people were, of course, very understanding of. So, why don't you just go die, man? You suck. So I liked will.i.am's Check It Out with Nicki Minaj because of the Video Killed the Radio Star sample. I gotta check that out. That sounds like a good song. Mama said, Amasakusa. Mama said Amasakusa. I gotcha. Michael Jackson reference. Very good. Well done. Well done. Video dedications and Revolution. Yeah, so dude, there's actually a really funny international channel, man. There's actually a really funny thing where, like, I don't know if this was intentional or not, if this guy's name was actually Michael Hunt, but like someone on requested a video on Music Video Heaven. It's like, the next request comes from Michael Hunt. Which could, easily sound like something else if you shorten Michael down to Mike. So use your imaginations. So yeah, that's Samurai Showdown. Perfect. 5 perfect. Good stuff. It's definitely a good game. It kind of looks like it lacks a bit of the bells and whistles in terms of the presentation that regular Samurai Showdown 5 had. But as Sinister says, the quality of work in terms of the backgrounds and sprites and amount of detail on those is really impressive. And there's something that, as people get easier access to Mike Hawk. Yeah. Hunt, but without the H and something with a C or a K. I would love to see that footage. LOL. Choke son. What's the topic for today? Arrow, how the hell are you, man? Arrow, we just beat Samurai. Well, first of all, we spent the first half hour of this talking about pro wrestling and politics. So go and check that out if you want to, torture yourself. Or entertain yourself, depending on your perspective. Then, what we did was we just beat the Neo Geo Giga Power Pro Gear Spec game, known quite simply as Samurai Showdown 5 Perfect. We've got the Samurai Showdown 5 collection on the Nintendo Switch. So we just went through Samurai Showdown 5. Let me ask you this question, guys. I don't think I played this for you guys. Did I ever play the Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em up from Capcom on the stream? Because I actually got that on the Xbox One, and that might be fun for us to go through. I heard Simon Diamond on an ECW promo mention a wrestler named Ben Dover. Yeah, well done. Well done. Pro wrestling and politics, so the usual then. Yeah, nothing to me. It might have gone on a little bit longer than normal. I had a couple of my students pop in, really cool kids. I like them. They're good eggs. They're good guys. And so I think they were kind of like, well, Mr. Pastor, are you going to play any games? And I was like, you don't understand. The NWO was more than just a wrestling group. It was a company. And it was a movement. That was my Woodstock, damn it. So anyway, yeah, but it was the usual. I don't know. Do we want to play another little more Samurai Showdown, or do we want to let's get some Dungeons and Dragons going here? Or you know what else we could do? You used the Deedlit character. Yes, I did. All right. You know what we could do? We could do some Tekken Tag 2, if you guys are interested in that. We do have Soul Calibur 6. I don't have Soul Calibur 6. That actually would be something interesting. When Homaru was being added to Soul Calibur 6, that would be fantastic. We could do another. You know what would have been a really good game? Mason, I'm glad you're back, man. You know what would be a really good game to add in the Samurai Showdown collection, and Sinister, you'll appreciate this. Samurai Showdown with the 64-bit one that was on the Neo Geo 64. That would be cool. So, let's actually take a look at... see what other Samurai Showdowns are on here that might look interesting. Or we could try to do a purchase here. Not that I'm made of money. We did start playing Language of Love on the other one, so beat Guilty Gear, Legend of Mana Collection. That's a good one. I love Donkey Kong 3. Blade Strangers, that's a good game. This Summer Sweetheart game, I mean, it's cool, but like I'm telling you, I'm not like someone who does a lot of dating simulation games. Um, but I don't know. Like to me, this is not like it's not as an ooh dating simulation. I have Catherine Full Body on the PS4. Let's play that. Okay. All right. I have not played Catherine Full Body yet. I have the original Catherine on the Xbox 360. I bought the both covers for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. So yeah, we'll retire the Switch for right now. So good, thank you Switch for your service. All right, and we will turn on this. 2 is the best. 2 is really good. I really like Samurai Showdown 2. In fact, I was actually playing Samurai Showdown 2 today on my Neo Geo mini arcade. My son really wanted to play that. I'm a big fan of it. And actually, Samurai Showdown 2 was the first game I ever downloaded on my Xbox 360. Okay, so we got the PS4 going here. I did actually get the complete version of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. My son is a big fan of that game. I think it is by far the worst of the Marvel vs. Capcom games, but nevertheless, it is. It's not a bad fighting game. It's just a Marvel installing add-on. Man, if we're gonna have to start doing like huge waiting for updates, that's gonna be kind of a we'll play something else, but. Catherine, ideal voice, lovely set add-on. Application update. Maybe I shouldn't have turned off the Switch. Oh no, it looks like it's starting. Oh, yes. We'll close off Marvel vs. Capcom. Although we might just start picking it up again, so. So there's apparently like a new Catherine in this game. Okay, so this is okay. If you guys don't know, Catherine is a role-playing game. I don't want to connect to the network. No. Starting a game in offline mode, you can toggle this config menu. Okay. To adjust brightness. I think this looks good for brightness, right? Here, okay. Ooh, we got an update for our anniversary collection here. Okay, so let me explain what Catherine is to you guys if you don't know. Which I'm sure you, like the older guys here probably do know. Okay, so Catherine is a puzzle role-playing game that came out in, I want to say like around 2010. Maybe a little later, more like 2012, 2013, that kind of thing. So the whole thing is like you're this single dude and you've got this long-term girlfriend and she's like kind of this more kind of cold, calculating professional. And that's her. That's one Catherine. But she's also like a really good person. Then you've got this Catherine, who you meet in a bar, and you keep like waking up next to her, but don't actually remember why you keep waking up next to her. So you just assume that you're just hooking up with her. But the thing is like when you fall asleep, you're in these like high stakes life and death puzzle games that other single guys are in, and this whole game is basically an RPG about the angst of being a single guy in your late 20s, early 30s, and it plays out with really amazing animation and music. So you think it came out about 2011? That sounds about right. And it also has one of the coolest Japanese rap songs ever. And it basically just pretty much goes like yo 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 do 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 do, and it just like kind of goes on. So it is definitely it's not like a pornographic game or anything like that, but it's like a little more on the hard PG-13 side. And it's a really I found the game really fun to play, very relatable, and just a good example of a modern anime game, and really, I think a prime example of what video games, really in terms of my taste, should look like as we head into these kind of new consoles. So, she drugged you, yeah, yeah. She ran into Bill Cosby and picked up some tips. So this Jello tastes funny. I probably shouldn't joke about that. Um, she may or may not be a succubus. So it's showtime. So I think they might put some guys from like Persona in this too.
Is the camera rolling? Good evening to all my
Can I set this in Japanese?
familiar faces. I'm your guide for the night, the Midnight Venus Trisha. Pardon, but I have some
I have not played No More Heroes. I do have The Killer is Dead, which I have not played.
He may appear to be an ordinary high school student, but are you ready for this? He's actually a phantom thief. He's in the business of stealing not only valuables, but even people's hearts. Oh, you sound like something special. Humans may actually be my type. Excuse me. In any case, don't you think it'd be exciting to compete with people from different backgrounds? I wonder what we can expect of this phantom thief fellow. That all depends on you.
I'm curious to see like what that pink-haired Catherine means in terms of the story, because she was completely not in the original.
Well then, my challengers, let's bring on the heat.
Let us out of here! No. What the hell's going on? And, why are we stuck in this tiny ass...
So this is all new. Like I haven't. None of this was in the original Catherine.
I think I blacked out. Hey, what is that? It looks like a tower block.
I think the artist also did character designs for Persona or Trauma Center. Second opinion. That would make sense. I mean, I know Atlas Sega puts their name on the Persona games as well, so, and they definitely share that kind of style. I actually downloaded one of the newer Personas on my PS4, but I actually had to disable it because of memory issues. You know what I'm going to do tomorrow if I actually get a chance? So guys, answer me this: like any big kind of portable hard drive, you can use that on your PS4, right? Just kind of get some extra space. Because I think I need to get one. I thought of something that I think is funny. Imagine a new home video game system that's extremely powerful, being marketed on its powerful hardware, but it has completely trash software. Yeah. That's never happened any time before. You know what I do when I'm kind of like in my recesses of insanity? I make up this alternate world of just insanely stupid Xbox One commercials. So, like, there's this one commercial that I think of where the kids, like, the announcer's going like, the Xbox One is powered by a nuclear core, making it the most powerful video game system on the planet. And this kid, like, goes to put in a game, and this giant green light like, shoots out at him. And then it goes downstairs, and his dad is talking to a friend. And then the kid comes downstairs with these giant misshapen free cans. And he's like, Dad. And the dad's like, oh, shit. And then he goes, you're still the one. Xbox One. So that's what I think of, man. Like Western Digital. Console so powerful will be the ultimate homebrew machine. Yeah. I don't have a PS4, but I think you can use any hard drive. Okay. Can I put this in Japanese? I thought I could put the original one in Japanese. How can I not put the deluxe version in? Babel, Golden Playhouse, online area, play other characters. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I couldn't put this in Japanese. I thought I could put this in Japanese. Maybe I'm wrong.
Simple nightmares. Peaceful nightmares will haunt our protagonist. Choose this if you never want to die.
Yeah, I'll just be easy about it.
Blocks will be the usual size, recommended for those looking for traditional gameplay. In this mode, unusually shaped blocks will appear in the puzzles, recommended for those looking for a fresh experience.
Maybe I should just put this on regular easy. Maybe safety's too much.
Peaceful nightmares will haunt our protagonist. Choose this if you never want to die. Simple nightmares will haunt our protagonist. Choose this if you'd like to play at a relaxed pace.
I don't know. What should I do? Safety will guarantee I can go through the game, but, you know, it might be a little... I do want to make sure... I'll do safety, just, you know, I'm not made of time here. Let's do the remix mode here. We can safety and remix mode, sure. Alright.
Very well. Please enjoy the world of Catherine full body at a leisurely pace.
So I actually was thinking I wanted to get this game for the Switch, but I don't think it's available in America on the Switch, because I was looking to kind of beef up my Switch library, and then I saw it was available on the PS4, looked for it for digital download, just because, I mean, as much as I love patronizing stores, with all this COVID stuff, you know, I've been actually downloading a lot more games. So I saw Catherine Full Body on here, and here we go.
Full-bodied wine is the best. Oh dear. When the night sky fills with glamour, a lovely story awaits you. Good evening. Welcome to
Good on her for being able to combine the world of Afro and pigtails.
Some new faces. Once again, your guide for the night is me, the Midnight Venus, Trisha. Have you heard about this scary rumor? They say if you fall in a dream,
Keep in mind, I still haven't beaten Final Fantasy VII Remake.
die in real life.
So like an idiot, I'm just starting a new RPG here.
Full body, the second coming of an unconventional romantic horror. A man with a certain curse has a terrifying...
Did I saw the prequel to what?
Oh, does that sound familiar? Well, like I said, this is Catherine, but with a fuller body. It's aged nicely, with a sensual flavor, not unlike a fine one. Our hero in this story is Vincent Brooks, age 32. He is an earnest and cunning.
So I think I played this game when I was like 33. I'm 37 going on 38 right now, so a little bit of time has passed.
He has another chance encounter. And an awfully cute one at that. But doesn't this seem a little convenient? Oh my, sounds like a recipe for disaster. Will Vincent be able to overcome the massive blocks in his...
Star Wars. I did see the prequels to Star Wars. Well, I only saw the first one in theaters, and then I never saw the second two from start to finish, just kind of clips here and there.
You viewers.
Like if I caught them on TV or was at a friend's house and they were on, I'd, you know, sit down and watch for a minute. But I saw Phantom Menace in the theaters, and then the other two never from start to finish. The main character reminds me of the guy from Welcome to NHK. Good. Yeah, good stuff. Starting a new story is the key to opening your world. And Ina. I really hope they have the original rap song in this. Oh, looks like they remixed it. I mean, this is good, but I really do like the original, just regular rap version. I wish someone would make like a full, like 3-minute version of the definitely the original version of that song. Count Dooku versus Anakin is one of my favorite squash matches, like Trunks versus Frieza. Trunks versus Frieza, oh my gosh, that's like one of the best things ever, man. Frieza! And then like the Frieza looks up and then like dodges that energy attack Trunks does. And then he like slices them in half. It's like one of the coolest things that's ever happened in the existence of humanity. Okay, it's been a while. While it feels like only yesterday, in a sense it is only yesterday. But in another more accurate sense, it was about 9 years ago when I played this game. So, I need to try to get myself reacquainted with the wonderful world of Catherine here. Okay.
Hurry up and climb. Who are you? Where is this place? Save your breath and start climbing. If you fall, you're dead.
If you die in the dream, you die for real.
I'll die? You fucking serious?
No, yeah, I probably forgot there's some 4-letter words in here.
There's no time limit on safety difficulty, so the ground below will not fall. You have plenty of time to think about your next move.
Move the blocks to make a path. You can climb one block at a time, right? How am I supposed to move these things?
You can grab onto a block with the X button and move it with the directional buttons.
Okay.
Some blocks can be moved, while others cannot. So be sure to experiment. If you make a mistake moving a block, You can press the L1 button to
I'm not sure if I should have played this on safety or not, but man, I don't know. I kind of, part of me just wants to kind of go through and enjoy the story, though, so that probably is the best thing to do.
on safety difficulty, you can use autoplay to climb automatically.
Nah, I'll actually do the normal play here.
If you can't figure out how to proceed, press the R1 button to enable autoplay.
Okay, it's kind of coming back to me now.
Right, I got it. Right, I got it.
In remix mode, you'll encounter combination blocks. By moving a large block like this as a single unit, you can advance more quickly.
Okay. That's not good. Maybe here?
Right, I got it.
Ah!
If you're stuck, it may be best to try and undo your moves.
Right, I got it.
I don't think that was the right move to do.
If you can't find a way forward, you may wish to undo and try a new strategy.
This is the part of the live stream where you realize that Noel is not as good at non-fighting games. You know?
Punch. Right. Punch.
Well, it looks like there's still some challenge here because of the fact that I still have to, figure out how to do all this stuff here. That's not right. Maybe this? No. Since Bandai Namco has both licenses and he has a sword, I've long waited for Trunks and Soul Calibur. I agree. This does remind me of Intelligent Cube, but with a more intriguing story here. Wait, there we go. Or no, maybe? Gosh darn it. If only this giant, thing here was not... There we go.
All right, I got it.
That's probably a dumb move. Can I do that?
Undo.
Wait, no, let's do this here. Back one. Forward.
If you strike, it may be best to try and undo your moves.
Undo.
Hmm. Hmm. There we go.
All right, I got it. These blocks aren't normal. They'll lock into place and support your weight, even if they're only touching.
Imagine if there was a stage with a Rubik's Cube in it.
What's that supposed
That
to
would be phenomenal.
edges?
Even if a block has nothing directly under it, as long as it's touching an edge of another block, it won't fall down. Connecting blocks at their edges to make stairs is the key to successfully scaling the tower. Strive for the goal by creating a path step by step.
All right.
Punch. Punch.
Are you having some trouble? Remember, you can always go back and undo some of your moves.
That's the computer's way of saying, you screwed up.
Undo.
Hmm. That was stupid. Or no, it wasn't. Gosh darn it, why can't I not?
Undo.
Hmm. Hmm. This might be good. Or not. Or yes, I don't know. Hold on. This might not be the most exciting game for you to watch me play. But I can assure you it is actually fun for me to play. Ah, shoot. Wait, there we go. Ah! Man.
Undo.
Hmm. I at least want to get through this level. Hey, Braxton, how the heck are you? We are playing Catherine right now, and I am very slowly trying to figure out how to get up this tower here. Normally, we play more, you know, fast-paced fighting games, but we are getting our puzzle RPG on here. Gosh darn it. Okay. We're so close. Yet, so far. I'm lagging really bad and had to rejoin, by the way. Oh, so you've been watching. All right. Well, thanks for watching, man. If you were having fun, don't mind us. No, I do. No, I don't mind you, obviously. But I want you to enjoy what you're watching, too, you know? Man, there's got to be some way. I think Marvel vs. Capcom is one of the best fighting games, in my opinion. You are correct, my friend. That is, I think the original Marvel vs. Capcom is my all-time favorite fighting game, and I have nothing but good things to say about it. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I think, is the worst in that series, and I stand by that. It lacks the, I think, strong character design. Yes! Did I do that? Or to do it, I got it. Brightness, more like blindness. Well, I mean, like, I think the biggest thing that hurts Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is, I mean, the artwork isn't stellar. And the, it doesn't look or feel like an energetic... It doesn't look or feel like an energetic comic book come to life like the other ones do. I mean, it's a good game. I mean, I think we'll probably like play a round or so of it after we find a way to beat this here, assuming this doesn't take us freaking forever. But I mean, okay. Come on. There we go. No, we don't. Gosh darn it.
Undo.
Punch.
Hmm. I don't understand a thing. Mr. Pastry, I think I had my thing rewinded, by the way. Huh? I don't know. Man, we are so freaking close here. Or not, I don't know. Do. Wait, will this do it? Yes, no, maybe so. Man, we're something is we're like missing a step here. What would Freud say about a person who has dreams of completing a complicated puzzle? He would probably say that that person wants to kill his father and marry his mother. Because that's all that Freud ever said. There has got to be a way here for me to fill in this one little missing square here. I can pull this in, but then I can't climb up it. But I can push this forward here. This reminds me of a puzzle I had to do in Wild Arms 2. I have not played... this stream might get demonetized, by the way, because of Catherine. Dude, I'm not monetized, so... I was talking to Leo, though. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I should think about getting monetized. I don't know. Dude, what the freak, man? There's gotta be... There's no way. There's gotta be some way I can get a block in here, though. That's not good. Yeah. Jeez, I thought Zelda puzzles were hard. Dude, and this is on the easiest setting, and it's the first level here. I'm like way out of practice at this, though. I mean, I played this game about a decade ago, and like I beat it. I loved it. So now I'm just trying to kind of get my groove back here. Nah, that won't work. Now, I know there's like an autoplay button I can hit, but I really don't want to hit it if I don't have to here. I have an idea that might just work. Push a block, then another. It's genius. Can I push this further here? See, the problem is, like, I can't... Wait, can I push this forward? No, I can't. Darn it. How can I get... There has to be a way to get this block. Or not. I don't know. But then what... Yeah, that doesn't do anything. Wait, undo that here. I feel like this is like the definition of insanity, though, because we're just doing the same thing. Tetris, yeah, though Twitch can make you a decent amount of money. Yeah, no, I know. I consider myself the Pokimane of 2021. You should think about the Restream program. If you want to get more views, you can simultaneously stream on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Well, like, the weird thing is like, Prism says I can do that, and then when I try to do that, it, like, doesn't seem to do it. I know I'm kind of working backwards here, but...
Undo. Undo.
I might have to do the autoplay, but I really don't want to, man.
Undo. 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 Edge. 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 Edge.
Man, I'm losing options here. Oh, screw it.
The autoplay feature automatically takes you from the starting point to the goal without having to lift a finger. You can regain control whenever you want. Give it a try, and you can't figure out a way up.
Alright, so I did all this. I still don't know how he did that, but I think I may have like worked myself into a corner there.
Hey, wait a second.
When you hear the bell ringing, you'll know that you've almost reached the goal. Refer to the map located on the left side of the screen to see how much further you have to go. Moreover, on safety difficulty, you have the option to skip to the next stage without needing to reach the goal. If you're unable to reach the goal, try using the skip feature located in the pause menu.
Oh, I see.
I can get out through here.
Well, we did have to give up and use the autoplay. I don't know. It's interesting. I think I may have worked myself into a tricky situation there and was not skilled enough to see my way out, or just I don't know. Maybe I put myself in a situation where I couldn't find a way out. So amazing. I simp, so I just used the Amazon Prime song. It's like a DLC racket. I hate think about Twitch streams. Some of them charge. Yeah.
Now, a new game is about to begin. I'll be sure to prepare something extra special.
Man, we spent about a half an hour on that.
Let's meet again tomorrow night. I look forward to it.
That was a thing. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the ride.
Terrible dream.
I'll say.
Hello? Yeah. I'll be in today's code review meeting. Really? No, I'm just a little under the weather.
In this game, you get to experience all the fun of relationship texting.
Sorry.
Low price of $80,000. Chrono Rabbit.
Hey, where'd you go? Snap out of it. Were you even listening?
Sure.
You know, you've been a little out of it lately. Is everything all right? You've been spacing out left and right.
Oh, sorry. I had to work early this morning.
So this is Catherine with a K.
Anything extra for this?
For what?
For all this overtime you're doing.
Oh, not this time.
This time, do you usually get overtime pay?
Well, no, but...
So you don't get anything. Here, 2 sugars.
Hey, Catherine. Have you ever had a dream where you died?
You mean like where you're in danger?
No. No, where you actually died.
It's not my salary. I wish that was my salary.
No, I usually do the killing in my dreams.
Oh, naive youth who think teachers make a living wage. I mean, I make enough of a wage to put myself in this game room, though. So.
Hey, how many years have we been together?
It's been so long I can't remember. How many years?
I'm asking you. It's just, my mother's been calling me up and asking how we're doing. She's worried about me. She knows I've got a career that keeps me busy, but...
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to keep things like they are now, but...
I don't know. Sometimes easy's best, right? I mean, who knows what'll happen in the future?
I suppose.
Oh, that guy didn't solve the puzzle. Hey, Rogue Drums. We're playing Catherine right now. So we struggled pathetically through our first puzzle. And we eventually got our way through because I had to use the autoplay feature. And this is Catherine full body, actually. So this is the deluxe kind of remixed version of Catherine. One of my all-time favorite video games. That I played originally on the Xbox 360, also on the PlayStation 3.
She says she's not worried about it.
That is totally gonna take it, right, Vinny?
What do you think?
So, who are you betting on? Come on, pick one.
You kidding? Women's wrestling? What do I know?
Sounds to me like she finally wants you to tie the knot.
You think so too?
What else could it be? I've known you since we were kids, but wow.
Nice graphical work on that pizza right there. So you can just like pick it up and have a slice.
Your girlfriend?
It's not that. I love her, but I don't think we need to run out and get married. You know, it's like we're comfortable where we are.
Are you?
Hell is down, noob. Wait, what?
Job's always most important to her. You know she's always been the ambitious type, right?
Doesn't mean she'll always be like that.
That's not what I mean. Besides, you're single too.
Hey, I'm still looking for my soulmate. I'm not like you. I've already told my girl that I'm not interested in marrying her.
What if you never meet your soulmate?
Then I'll never get married. So what?
The main character of this game is also a bit reminiscent of Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Okay, here's the different Catherine. She was not in the original game.
The interview go.
The boss seems like a really nice person. He said I could work here starting tomorrow.
So everything's cool with you now?
Way better.
Hey, did old boss make any weird moves?
Hey, Rin, come here!
Oh, no, her name is Rin. I thought she was a different Catherine.
Anyway, did you hear about Paul? He's dead.
Paul. Wait. That Paul? He's dead?
Yeah, I heard he just got divorced, but he looked healthy. It's a complete shock.
Mmm, pizza.
Happened to him? An accident?
I don't even sleep. It's 2020.
Apparently his mother just found him.
What time is it now? I probably should. I remember last live stream. I with these live streams, when I have a hard time finishing my sentences, that's when I know it's time to wrap it up. Last night I would like start a sentence and then I would say to myself, where am I going with this? And not only where am I going with this, but where am I going with this? And I need to make sure that I'm not going to fall asleep during my next sentence. So,
Well, speaking of crazy stuff, this morning, I pissed the bed for the first time since grade school.
all right, you get some sleep, man. Thanks for stopping by.
I had a really scary dream. I don't remember what it was about.
Oh, man. How old are you?
32.
I know that.
You know, I don't think I need to hear this.
I'm not going anywhere in school and life.
There, right?
That's the spirit. Look, man, you peaked in 7th grade. What do you want, man?
Oh, we guys
Just enjoy what you've got so far.
go home just yet.
So, why don't you have Catherine meet you here?
No, you're sorry, Dave. Besides, she'd get mad at me if I told her.
Ah, jeez. What does she see in this poor fool? Sorry, but I gotta be in early tomorrow. Don't drink too much, okay?
All right. Take care, Vince. See you later.
See ya.
So now I think we can actually wander around here.
Oh, hey, Erica. So, she managed to get the job, huh?
Of course. I can't just abandon someone with amnesia, especially when they seem like such a good kid. And like Johnny said, there's this innocent, innocent
Arrow
story
can commiserate.
I just can't help caring about. Not to mention the whole stalker thing. Who would do that and why?
Seems like even she doesn't.
Now how could that be? You should find out.
Are they okay now?
Yeah, I think so. I wanted to say thanks.
I'm happy that people are actually having pink hair now.
For finding me a job and
I think it's a positive direction we've taken as a civilization.
I don't remember anything. I'm so glad I met someone as nice as you, Vincent.
It's nothing, really. Anyone would have done the same.
Still, you saved me, Vincent. I start working here tomorrow, so I'll do my best to show you my appreciation.
Ooh, cell phone.
From time to time, you'll receive texts at the bar.
Ah, text at the bar. That takes me back.
You can respond to some of them. Give it a try.
Like I said, I'm having dinner with some old friends. It's surprising most of them are already married, and almost half of them have their kids. They're all showing off pictures. Makes me feel left out. Maybe it's time for us to get out of our comfort zone. All right, let's reply here. You're overthinking it. Let's be nice about it. Does it bother you? We should work at our own pace. Hey, we're about it too sometimes. I'll be honest about it. Be trying to be nice and empathetic. But also don't worry about how other people live. Yeah. Now let's catch a movie sometime. See ya.
When certain words and actions change Vincent's inner ideas, a meter will be shown. Vincent's words and actions will affect the story. Remember it.
Ah, well, thanks for stopping by, man. And I will see you on Monday. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm hoping we can get some distance learning going here. Not that I'll do whatever I want, but it'd be nice if we could all kind of like chill a little bit at home before Christmas.
Change jobs.
I mean, still do our schoolwork, but, you know. Stay safe, stay cozy at home. But either way, whatever, I'll do whatever. So I don't mind going into school. I mean, it is my job and all, so.
You got a mail.
Ooh, image. I'm not really moving the bar one way or the other.
I don't know. Just don't feel like going.
We got people sick here, so schools are closed until next year. You son of a bitch. Now let's pick it up.
Hello, Vincent. It's me.
Yeah, what's up?
I wanted to apologize for cutting our meeting short this morning.
I don't mind. You had to meet with a friend, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was a woman, just so you know. I think you knew her in high school?
It's okay. What's wrong?
Nothing. You have to go to work early tomorrow, right? Don't stay up too late. Good night.
Sweet.
Would you like to save your progress?
Yeah, let's save our progress. You've been playing this for 50 minutes? Well, that's what happens when you're terrible at the first puzzle.
Wow, there's a lot of people here. But this isn't really my crowd.
I'm sorry, it is. Oh, are you with him? Then please go ahead.
Hi. Excuse me. Mind if I sit here?
It's Catherine with a C. I imagine symptoms vary myself. I was personally affected by it a few months ago. I do think that everything is being significantly overblown, though. Interesting. Well, good thing thankfully you're okay, man.
So, you've met some new faces. That poor lost soul is particularly intriguing. You'll find there are many lost sheep in the prison of despair.
All right.
Where am I? Last night's dream? Again? The hell? I was at the bar, this girl came in, and then... I can't remember. What's going on?
Undo.
Okay. Keeping in mind, I'm not very mathematical here.
Boys, you're that guy from yesterday.
Listen, watch out for the cracked blocks. They'll break after you step on them.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
On safety difficulty, trap blocks are disabled, so you can climb without fear.
All right, I got it. All right, I got it. All right. All right, I got it. All right.
You know you can hang from blocks, right? It's a really useful technique.
If you can't find a clear path to walk, try looking for a new path along the edges. You'll drop down to the edge whenever you run out of footing while dragging a block. By crawling along those edges, You may be able to reach areas that couldn't be accessed on
Only in 2020 can you be considered a good Samaritan for being able to stay home and relax all day. That's what I like about it, right, man? You got that right. Poor extroverts. Yeah, and I'm super happy myself, but
Right, I got it.
Undo.
Right, I got it.
I see you're still alive and kicking. If you can't see ahead of you, try looking around.
Even without dragging a block, you can easily hang down by running off a ledge where there is no step down. This technique is vital to your success. Be sure to get comfortable.
yeah, that's good right there.
Finding and picking up a mystic pillow will grant you an additional undo until you reach the floor.
I'm getting there, man.
As many as you can.
It's raining. I'm gonna get out of here. Right, I got it. Right, I got it.
You feel pretty far. Good job.
But we're doing a lot better this time.
The landing. Everybody else is there too.
Who's everyone? Hey, wait a second.
Once you've crossed a checkpoint, you can retry from that spot. Be sure to run through it whenever you see them.
Undo.
There we go. Good. There we go. No, we don't. Almost. This should do it, right? Not quite. All right, we got it. And that time we did it on our own. See, never give up, guys. We're from struggling for a half an hour doing one of these to just zipping through one in about a minute. Hopefully Catherine isn't proving too boring for you guys to watch. So.
Looks like you survived.
Who are you? A sheep?
Do I look like a sheep? You're the sheep. Everybody here's a sheep but me.
I recognize that voice. Who are you? Where the hell is this place?
Wish I knew. One thing's for certain. If we don't run, we're going to be...
You know, I have a pillowcase of Catherine somewhere, and I can't find it.
It's all over. You'll keep coming back every night.
Every night? You're kidding me.
We all have the same fate here. If you don't want to die, you've got to climb.
So if I climb, I'll be saved?
There's no guarantee. But take a look at that. See that bell? It's like a church or something.
A church.
If we can reach the top, there may be a way to escape.
So there is a way out.
Like I said, there's no guarantee. But we've got to believe. It keeps us sane. Those who panic die first.
Quit with the dying stuff. I'll do whatever you say. Just help me.
Look, from here on out, I'm afraid you're on your own. I'm going now.
No, wait.
You hurry too.
Hey! You can't be serious.
You can save in the notebook and talk with other sheep on the landings. Go on, talk to them.
Ooh, sheep guys.
When the icon is pink, you can talk to them. It grays out once they have nothing more to say.
Pillowcase for a body pillow, or just your usual hard pillow. This was a really cool. It was just like a pillowcase with blonde Catherine on it, and I know I have it still.
Hey, okay? Put together, man. You're quite virtuous, however, to be concerned about someone other than yourself, given our present circumstances. I'm going to reward you with an oil. My usual habit.
So we should probably save here. What's this going here?
Hey, long time no see. Or rather, nice to see you here. And welcome to the confessional.
Who are you?
This is the world of nightmares. I guess you could call me its supervisor. I sense a force of change rising up. What exactly happened in the other world? I guess it doesn't matter. You lambs are all destined to die here anyway.
What? You're ridiculous.
But before I kill you, I want to determine the value of your life. So you'll have to answer some questions.
Question?
Ooh, questions.
What expectations do you have for your significant other? Hold the road with the answer that best matches your true feelings.
What is more important, good looks or good personality? Well, they're both very important. But you could have mediocre looks and a good personality, and it would.
So that's your choice. I guess everybody's different.
Who are you? Are you doing all this?
I told you. I'm just the supervisor. Someone else brought you here. It's someone you know. You never know what people are actually thinking. To learn the truth, you must survive. Then you can think about what's going on here. Let's head to the next trial.
Damn it, what is going on?
Well, because, okay, here's the deal with that question, all right? So for your significant other, what's more important to you, good looks or good personality? If you've got a significant other, you've probably been attracted to their good looks initially, and now you're in the point where you need to be relying on their personality and not just their looks. So, yeah, I don't know. Getting Persona vibes. Yeah, well, same, it's a false dichotomy. No, I agree.
There's still more?
Commencing Area 2. Are you ready?
All right, well, this has been extremely fun, but probably take a break from Catherine since we've really taken kind of a deep dive in that game. What the hell time is it here? Do we have time for one more game? It's 12:30. So, you can have good looks and a good... Well, that's obviously what you'd want, right? You'd want to have someone who you can actually connect with, but you're, physically have chemistry with, right? And if it's too far one way or the other, it's obviously going to be a problem. So, obviously, you want a good looks and a compatible personality. And then if you're at the significant other phase... where you've already kind of connected based on looks, then you're going to want the personality. But you obviously, looks are also definitely important because that means that you're making an effort to engage the other person, what's important to the other person, and presenting the best version of yourself too. So I did say we would check out a little bit of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So why don't we check out some of that? And we do, I don't know if we're going to have time for it on this stream, but we do have Super Mario Brothers 3 on our Famicom. We got the Japanese version of that. So if we don't get to it tonight, we'll just have to do that on our next live stream. I really do love the way Famicom cartridges look. So, yeah. Alright, so you spent a lot of time on Catherine Full Body. Super happy I bought that. So far, so good. I'm still a little on the fence about whether it was a right decision to do that in safety mode or not. But if I'm looking to just kind of relax and cruise through the game and enjoy the story, that's probably going to be the right decision to make. And since we already have saved in Catherine, we can actually just go on to the next thing. So since we downloaded the deluxe version of this, we got all things like a Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite wallpaper and other stuff as well. I wonder if I still have to buy costumes. It's really weird with like the ultimate deluxe version of this game or whatever. Like, you still have to go into the PlayStation Store and individually download the things. It doesn't just automatically come in the game, which I think is kind of stupid. Like, I don't really understand why they'd make you do that, but whatever. Maybe they're just trying to trick you into buying things twice or something. I have no idea. Lack of endings is definitely something that kind of annoys me in this game here. Let's kind of quickly check out the PlayStation Store here. There's a pretty good looking picture of Captain Marvel. It's kind of been making the rounds in social media nerd type stuff. Is some really bad artwork of Captain Marvel that Marvel has been kind of pumping out there. Now, it looks like you still have to buy the costumes. Yeah, that's pretty lame. Premium costume pass. $30. Character pass. Yeah, we got all the characters. That costume pass is tempting, but I don't really want to spend $30. You know, I don't know. Maybe next paycheck or something. Mystic Masters. Alright, whatever. Do some arcade battle here. The more the merrier. That's right. So you'll notice that now we have these characters unlocked. We have Venom.
Let the fun times begin.
And again, with this game, right, you know, it's like... like, there's some stuff about it that's graphically very nice. Like, this Morgan, the textures on it are good. She's, like, sexy and cute and stuff, but... you know, and compared to, like, a Bangus drawing of Morgan, you know, we're definitely lacking some stuff here. Just looks like they used the mechanics from Injustice Gods Among Us. Yeah. I haven't played that game. I wouldn't be surprised, though. I would say Jeddah is my favorite in this game. What about Morgan?
Nice to see you.
Who will prevail?
This game would be, like, so much better if they used the music from, let's say, Marvel vs. Capcom, like the original Marvel vs. Capcom. And then, you know, you would have that really high-energy music with some of these state-of-the-art graphical resolutions and textures and whatnot. But character design, you know, just way better or much better, I should say, in, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, even Marvel vs. Capcom 3 looks a lot better than this game. Definitely more simplistic gameplay. You can really just kind of tap the square button to land your combos here. Gameplay is not bad, though, but I really do not like the way... and the gameplay has grown on me the more that I've played this game, but I gotta tell you, the fact that when you tag out, you are... just kind of left standing there in the middle of the screen like an idiot, rather than just kind of immediately jumping off the screen, really, really bothers me. Also, the voice acting in this game is kind of stupid. Like, the voice acting in the original games was really just straight out of the cartoons. And when it wasn't straight out of the cartoons, it really had very much in the spirit of the original comic book characters. Like, I'm pretty sure the voice for Venom in Marvel vs. Capcom was the guy who did Eddie Brock's voice in the Saturday morning cartoon for Spider-Man. Another thing that I don't like in this game is you're not seeing it right now, but sometimes the computer just blocks like an idiot. Like, those like block anything, you know. Like, you'll have a completely open shot, you've clearly connected, and then somehow the computer is blocking. It's really annoying.
Only one team will be left standing.
Ooh, Morgan and Dante. You know, they have shown some of the anime style character designs for this game, like the sketch sheets where they wanted the characters to look. And in 2D, I think these characters look a lot better.
And so
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fight.
Well, we've got Morgan's music playing right now, which is really good. So I think like the real culprit, as I play this game more and more, where the music sucks, it tends to be when they use the Marvel character music, because they've tried to make it sound more like the cinematic universe music, which I don't think is anything to write home about. Definitely not something you want to put in a video game. Like, Venom's voice in this game is really, like, Venom throw. Venom throw. Like, he sounds like a bratty 8th grader or something like that. And you see how he just kind of stands in the screen, just asking to get hit? Noel says he doesn't like Infinite, but has already played it 3 times on the stream. Yeah, it's true. It's one of those games that, like, the more I play it, there's things that I find that I like about it. And gameplay-wise, it is, you know, the more once you kind of figure out how easy the game is to play, it is actually very nice. And, like, looking at, like, Morgan's character design in this game is actually, like, really, really good. But then there's, like, other characters, like, that just aren't very good. I don't know. It's like one of those games that it's like, even though there's a lot to criticize about it, you just end up playing it. Ah, man. Oh, no, I got her. Good. All right.
let's play again sometime.
One thing I also am critical about in this game is I do not like the fact that you don't get the Japanese voice actors, which are much better. You know, you do get Scottish accent Morgan, who you also got in the Darkstalkers USA cartoon. See, like, that music right there, it would have been much better for when something like da 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 da. or like something like that, you know, as opposed to this, like, I don't know, dramatic pomp and circumstance music.
You will never be half the photographer we were.
These guys don't give up.
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fight.
That $30 costume pass, like, I mean, Santino likes this game a lot, and I've put some time into this game, so it's tempting, but I really do not want to spend $30 on freaking costumes for a video game that I don't even hold in that high of regard, so... I mean, this game compared to Dragon Ball FighterZ, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ is much, much better. I mean, you know, if this game actually had a better roster of characters and better music, I mean, you could kind of forgive some of the awkward character artwork here. I mean, there's just, like, there's basic things that this game could have done that would have made it a lot better. Out, 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 get out, get out! See, that's another thing I don't like about this game. See, you see how, like, I tagged Morgan in, and they just left Venom there standing there like a freaking idiot? So then he gets KO'd. Like, that's not a feature. Like, that's not a good thing to add to this game. Especially when before you had such really precise in and out tags. So, I don't know, that's weird, man. It's like a Kung Fu B movie. I'd say it's actually a little bit worse. I think I'll check out this game to see if it's as bad as they say it is. It's not. It's, I don't know, man. Like, what... Don't, like, this is one thing, man. You can't play it like a normal Marvel vs. Capcom game, because then you're going to say that it sucks. Because that was, like, what I did. Like, I started playing it like an original Marvel vs. Capcom game, and the controls, the flow of the game felt kind of disjointed and slow. Once you realize that the main thing you have to do is just, like, literally just tap the square button to land your combos, and then through that, just kind of methodically do your special moves. The gameplay actually does become pretty fun. But then again, I don't know. The music is not, is very, very, is spotty at best. The character designs are highly detailed, but not as aesthetically pleasing as any of its predecessors. And the character roster is awkward as well. And the lack of X-Men don't, you know, make the game feel like it's not part of the other titles, which always use the X-Men as kind of a jumping off point to kind of marry the Marvel and Capcom universes. The reason I got this deluxe version of the game is because it was I think it still might be on sale on the PlayStation Network. It was on sale on the PlayStation Network for like $17, down from something like $50. So you definitely can get a nice discount there and get all the characters. The decision to go back to 2-on-2 as opposed to 3-on-3, I don't know if I'm a big fan of that either. But given the fact that this game feels like it plays a little bit slower than its predecessors, you know, the 3-on-3 is probably not something you want. Man! Take out, take out, take out! See, like, in other games, he probably wouldn't have blocked that. There we go. Guess we got 0 out. Morgan. Man. Do I plan to get a PS5? Maybe. I always end up, I always end up getting the new consoles, but I just got knocked out right there, so. Yes, I don't know, man. Like, the Xbox Series X looks interesting. You know, but I don't know, PlayStation's a proven commodity. I mean, so is Xbox, but definitely PlayStation's more of a proven commodity when it comes to Japanese games. But I don't know. I do know that Sony has moved their headquarters for game development to the United States. And, you know, they've got games like Last of Us 2 and things like that that are super woke and are seemingly kind of like cutting away from the more Japanese style game, which is, you know, more about, I don't know, good storytelling and fan service, you know, and they're, you know, headed more for these kind of games that kind of are designed to repulse the male gaze rather than invite it, and so I don't know. They've got Final Fantasy 16 on PS5 though. That's the thing that's kind of making me want the PS5, but if you can get Final Fantasy 15 on the Xbox Series X, then I'm kind of like, might as well just get the Xbox Series X first, which is crazy because I always want to get the PlayStation first. But I think right now they're both too expensive, and you know that's what it is. So we're gonna wrap up our review for tonight, and not our review, our live stream for tonight. So thank you for those of you who stuck around and trudged through the puzzle difficulties that we all endured playing Catherine. So that's fun. We had fun playing Catherine, at least I did. Maybe some of you guys got bored out of your mind. And then, you know, played some Samurai Showdown and then wrapped it up with some Marvel vs. Capcom. So we utilized the newer consoles. Arrow, my friend, thank you for stopping by. And yeah, so we'll stream again next Friday. That's our working plan. That'll be the day after Thanksgiving, so that should be pretty fun. I don't know how we're all going to do our Black Friday shopping with all this COVID nonsense, but Black Friday might just turn into Cyber Monday. And then Cyber Monday is going to be Super Cyber Monday, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, we got the Christmas tree rocking and rolling, so we're not going to fully decorate it until after the Thanksgiving Day parade. Oh, before I go, I should tell you, I went at the comic shop. I got this Spider-Man toothbrush dispenser from 1979. But I'm not putting the toothbrushes in it, so it just looks like he's on my wall in the game room. So, very good. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to go to bed, and thank you for your friendship and your time. All right, so until next time, guys, my name is Noel. Be on the lookout for all manner of live streams and videos on the channel, and I will see you in the very near future. Bye-bye.